Hey guys, in the previous session we were just discussing the summary of the SQL. Okay, so I was discussing whenever you want to update any information in the database, this is a syntax what you have to use. That is update. This statement specifies the table. Okay, tracks, and then a list of the fields. That means in which field you have to update the information or and the value to be changed. Okay, now I'm changing the value of the place to 16 where the title is my way. Okay, so that is how you can change the value. A single update statement will change all of the rows and that match the where class if the where class is not specified. Okay, so here we have the four basic commands: insert, select, update and delete. All the four basic operations are needed. Insert is used to insert the data into the table, and select is to select the particular table or the values, and update is if you want to update any information in that particular table, then you can use the update command, and delete is to want if you want to delete any information in the database, then you can use the delete command. Okay, so this is a summary of the SQL. So the next topic is spidering Twitter using the database. Okay, how do you spider the Twitter using the database language, using the Python programming language? So I request all the students to create a simple spidering program that will go through Twitter accounts and build the database of them. Okay, so we have a Twitter account and we have so many users in that particular Twitter account. How we can do the spidering to this particular Twitter account, and I want the database of all them. Okay, so please do this assignment. So the next topic is basic data modeling. Okay, so what is this basic data modeling? Okay, so when we have a real database, the main power of this relational database is when we create the multiple tables and make the links between those tables. Okay, so far we have discussed about creating the single database and how we can update or modify the information in that particular database. Whenever you have multiple database, then relational database comes into the major role here. Okay, so this act of deciding how to break up your application data into the multiple database and establish the relationship between the tables is called as data modeling. So what is data modeling? The process of deciding how to break up the application data into multiple tables and establishing the relationship between these tables is called as data modeling. Okay, so here to design the document which shows the tables and then relationships, that is called as the model, data model. What is data model? The design document which shows the tables and then their relationship, that is called as the data model. Okay, so this data modeling is relatively sophisticated skill, and here we introduce the most basic concepts of relational data modeling in this section. Okay, if you want more information on data modeling, you can just refer this link, Wikipedia. Okay, for example, let us say for Twitter spider application, instead of just counting a person's friend, okay, we wanted to keep a list of all incoming relationships, so we could find a list of everyone who is following the particular account. Okay, so since everyone will potentially have many accounts that follow them, we cannot simply add a single column to our Twitter table, so many will be there. Okay, so we can create a new table that keeps track of the pairs of all the friends. Okay, so how we can do this, how we can create the data for this one? So this is a simple way we can make a table for this one. Create a table. Pals means friends. From friend text to friend, from friend to friend, how many followers are there? Each time we encounter a person who Dr. Check is following, we would insert a row of the from. Okay, how we can do this? For example, you can see here, insert into this pals table the values from friend to friend. Values can be Dr. Check and then friend is have torn. Okay, so this is the values which can be inserted into the table pals. Okay, now for example, we are processing 20 friends from the Dr. Check Twitter feed. We will insert 20 records with the Dr. Check as the first parameter, so we'll end up with duplicating the string many times in the database. That means the first parameter Dr. Check will be repeated 20 times, and the second parameter, that is his friends, will be repeated different time. So this duplication of string violates one of the best practices of the database normalization. So which basically states that we should never put the same string data in the database more than once. Okay, so if we need data more than once, then what is the solution for this? If we need more data more than once, then we can create a numeric key for the data and reference that actually data using this key. Okay, so in practically we can say a string which takes up a lot more space than the integer on the disk in the memory of our computer and takes more processor time to compare and then sort. Okay, here we only have a few hundred entries. The storage and processor time hardly matters. Okay, storage is very important, but we have a million people in our database and possibility of 100 million friends links, so it is important to able to scan data as quickly as possible. Okay, so that is the complicated thing. So here, but still we store the Twitter accounts in a table named people instead of Twitter table used in the previous example. Okay, so the people table has an additional column to store the numeric key associated with the row for this Twitter user. Okay, so this SQLite has a feature that automatically adds the key value for any row we insert into the table using special type of the data, that is integer primary key. Okay, so that is one added benefit here. We can create the table with this additional id column as follows. This is how we can create table paper people id, integer is primary key, name is text unique, retrieved is integer. Okay, so we can also see here we are no longer maintaining a friend count in each row of the people table. So when we select integer primary key as the type of our id column, we are indicating that we would like SQL to manage this column and assign a unique numeric key to each row, insert automatically. That is how we can insert the numeric unique id to all the rows. Okay, so we can also add the keyword unique to indicate that we will not allow SQLite to insert two rows with the same value for name. That is why we can use the unique keyword. Okay, so instead of creating the table pals above, we created a table follows with the two integer columns from id to id and a constraint on the table that the combination of the from id and to id must be unique in this table. That is, we cannot insert the duplicate base in our database. Okay, you can see this example here. When we add the unique classes to our tables, we are communicating a set of the rules we are asking the database to enforce when we attempt to insert the records. So when we are creating these rules as a convenience in our program, we can see the while for a moment. The rules for keeping but making both the mistakes and make it simpler to write some of your code. Okay, so in the essence of creating this follows table, we are modeling a relationship where one person follows the someone else representing with the pair of the numbers, indicating that the people are connected and the direction of the relationship. Okay, so the next topic is programming with multiple tables, how we can program with the multiple tables. Okay, so we have here we redo the Twitter spider program using the two tables, the primary keys and the key references as described above. Okay, so we can see the multiple files here, relationship between these tables. Okay, so id is 1 and it refers to only the id. Dr. Chuck will be having the id 1 and this from id will be having 1 and it can be related to this from id, and 2 id will be related to this to second id, and third will be related to third, and then fourth will be fourth. Okay, so that is how the relationship between the table happens. Okay, and these can be the values of those particular elements. Okay, fine. So this is the program you have to write for relating the three tables and getting the value for that particular table. Okay, so here in this program, to start get little complicated, but illustrate the pattern that we need to use with integer case to link. Create the table with primary key and constraint, and we have a logical key per a person. Okay, and what is that? Look up the person in the people table and retrieve the id value. Add the person to the people table and get the id value for newly added row. Other way is insert the row that captures the follows relationship. Okay, so how we can do programming with the multiple tables? Okay, what these are the three things programming with the multiple tables can be done. I request all the students to refer these topics and write it as an assignment. So we have So that is about the programming with multiple tables. In the next session we will discuss about what are the three kinds of the keys. Thank you.